Um, Good evening. Please rise for the playing of our national anthem and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Good evening. My name is Atia Middleton, and I am the 2017 SGA President. I would like to welcome everyone to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2017. Thank you to all of the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and close friends who have traveled far to celebrate with us on this significant occasion. Thank you to all of the administrators and teachers for supporting us as well. To my fellow classmates, it has been a long, hard 12 years, but we made it. We finally reached our goal of graduating from high school. This should not be the end of our goal setting. We should leave this ceremony and set many goals in our lives for us to accomplish. After you walk the stage and pick up your high school diploma, remember that the world is ours to conquer. All the opportunities are at our fingertips, and we just have to reach out and grab them. So, class of 2017, I hope you achieve all the goals that you set for yourselves. I also hope that you grab every opportunity that is presented to you. I wish nothing but the best for each of you and hope that you live a life full of happiness. Once again, welcome to the 2017 Cedar Shoals graduation ceremony. We made it!
Good evening, everyone. I'm not Dr. Hunter. I'm Aaron Carter, Assistant Principal. We would like to recognize Superintendent Parrish, Superintendent Means, District Office Executive Staff, Dr. Tavernier, Mr. Gilbert, Dr. Freeman, Dr. Gant, President Worthy, and members of the board. Will you please stand? Please give this distinguished group a round of applause and welcome to your graduation ceremonies. To this group, again, we would like to officially welcome you to the Cedar Shoals High School 2017 commencement ceremonies. Sit back, relax, and have a good time. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Ebony Mitchell, and I'm the Vice President of the class of 2017. Mother Teresa once said, At the end of life, we will not be judged by how many diplomas we have received, but we will be judged by, I was hungry and you gave me to eat. I was naked and you clothed me. I was homeless and you took me in. As you embark on the next journey in your life, find that person to feed, that person to clothe, and that person to take in. And remember, it's not all about what you get, it's about what you give. The Cedar Shoals class of 2017 would like to furnish and paint the senior cafe so that the generations of seniors that follow will have a place to call their own. And I would like to send a special thanks to Ms. Veritek for allowing us to have a place to call our own. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Charlie Yee, and I'm the Salutatorian of the class of 2017. Hey guys, how are we all feeling today? Yeah! You guys ready to graduate? Yeah, we're all ready to graduate. All right. I know we really haven't been in school for a week already, but this is officially the last event that we ever have to go to for Cedar Shoals. Now, we're gonna hear all the cliches today. You know, we're the future, we have to follow our dreams, these are the best days of our lives, and so on. But I'm not here to talk about the same old topics. Today I'm here to talk about what Cedar means to me. I remember first walking into Cedar and feeling so out of place. There were so many people and there was so much going on. I had no idea what to do with myself. I rushed from class to class and went to sports after school every day, just running through the routine. It took me about 3 years to stop taking school and honestly myself so seriously. It didn't help when in 10th grade they painted the school gray and we all joked about it feeling like a prison. And apparently, according to our recent senior prank, that sentiment hasn't completely left us. And no one can forget the events that happened last year that led to two new principals, a ton of new rules, and ridiculous amounts of bad press. But what I've realized is that it's too easy for us to sit back and complain about what's gone wrong and just ignore everything great that's happened. Now that we're finally leaving this school, let's forget all the bad things that happened here, to us and to others, and forget all the negativity. But let's not forget that we've placed in state for track every year for the past 4 years. Let's not forget that we've been to the state playoffs every year for the past 3 years for basketball. And this year, even if we may have fallen short, we got to the finals. And we had a pretty good showing in this stadium at that, outside of those refs. You guys know what I'm talking about. And let's not forget that our football team's record has improved from 0-10 to 4-6 over the past 3 years. Yeah. Let's not forget all the fun times we had screaming at the tops of our lungs at those games, or the excitement of winning. But let's also not forget the smaller things, all of the little accomplishments that have led up to us sitting in the stadium, and all the fun times that we had with friends and family, or the jokes, the laughs, and the stupid decisions that led to some of the greatest memories. Because for every little bad thing that we should forget, there's also a little good that we should remember. And to me, there's a lot of amazing things to remember. We should all remember the people out in this crowd who have been there to support us throughout high school and are here for us today. Thank you all. You're the real reason that we've made it this far. For me, I'll remember my parents always encouraging me and supporting me no matter what I decided to pursue. Thanks for putting up with all the times I stayed up too late and stressed out. I'll remember my teachers for always being there for me and pushing me to be the best I could be. And thanks for putting up with my procrastination and talking too much in class. I'll remember everyone in the band program who really helped me feel like I belong somewhere. I'm really gonna miss the ridiculous things that we did in the stands on Friday nights. And Dr. Bell, I know you probably won't want me to call you out like this, but thank you so much for helping me become the musician and the leader that I am today. You really pushed us through this year and helped our band become better than I could have imagined. I'll remember the tennis program and our long practices. Even though losing pretty much every single match was a little frustrating at times, at least we had fun doing it. I'll remember the team tech program for being the most frustrating and also the most fulfilling at times. We really kept this technology in the school running behind the scenes, but at a price, which was never really paid to us because we basically did the labor for free. But all jokes aside, Ms. Hogan, thanks for putting up with all my crazy ideas and never finishing things on time. And finally, I'll remember my deep conversations full of life with Mr. Barucha, the often random but always happy conversations with Ms. Guerrero. By the way, sorry for contaminating everything during that internship. And the argument and bad jokes with Mr. Richards. I'm just kidding, some of them were good. You remember Chicago. But we're lucky enough to have had them as our teachers. And unfortunately for future students, They're leaving Cedar with us. Let's give them a hand. All right. Through all the ups and downs and all the crazy things that have happened during our time at this school, I honestly wouldn't have rather gone to any other school than Cedar Shoals. And this year, for the first time, I spent some real time with people from different schools and communities. I've been working in Watkinsville, and I spent a whole week away from home in San Antonio. And I have to say, the people I met are a lot different. Some of those people were surprised to learn that I was from Cedar. They even said that I would have liked it more at their schools. But I realized that they're all wrong. Because here, with you all, I feel like I belong. Coming back to Cedar after being away just feels right. Walking through our halls and seeing the same familiar faces makes it feel like home. Even the dreary paint job feels like home. The loud voices in the hall, the teachers telling us to go to class, it all feels like home. And I can't imagine having gone anywhere else, even for a second, because Cedar is my home. It's all of our homes. But in the words of my friend sitting out there right now, home is where the heart is, and your heart is right here. So wherever you are is home. And that may not make perfect sense, but in that sense, our home is moving with us to wherever we may go next. And we should be happy to know that we are leaving behind Cedar Shoals a whole lot better than it was when we came in. You know, I talked about a lot of things that we should remember from our time at Cedar, but there's one thing that I left out, and that's right now. We should never forget today, because these are officially our last moments of being high schoolers. And today, right here, right now, we are officially the 2017 graduates of Cedar Shoals High School. Thank you.
Good evening, family, friends, faculty, and fellow graduates. I'm Jeffrey Mon. I'm the Valedictorian for the class of 2017, and I'm honored to have the opportunity to speak with you today. First off, congratulations, class of 2017. We made it. And along the way, we've learned so much about academics, about the people around us, about ourselves, and about life. 4 years is a long time. When we first walked into Cedar, most of us had to look up to see our teachers' faces. I mean, I don't know about you, but I was like this tall with a squeaky voice. Now look at what we've become. This ceremony marks the end of those 4 years and the conclusion of our high school careers. We've gone through a lot, some great things, some messed up things. Anyone remember when we would be on restricted hall passes? How about the year when we had endless fire alarms? As these 4 years come to a close, we will be the only people to truly know these unique experiences. But as the saying goes, this is only the end of the beginning. We're moving on to college, to the military, to jobs, to all sorts of new opportunities. We're all excited, but a bit nervous. At least I know I am. But just like how we survived high school, all of you will excel wherever you go. We are the future, after all. Let's seize the opportunity and build a better world. Before we walk across the stage, I want to spend a little time recalling the things we've learned and done and the people we owe it to in the past 4 years at Cedar Shoals. I have many memorable experiences of my own. In Miss Grove's biology class, we did labs demonstrating the key processes behind all life on Earth. And I discovered how I can successfully mess up every single lab. It turns out pipette tubes are not as bend-proof as I thought. And in Mr. Moore's literature class, we read and analyzed a poem every week. Many of them were about dead animals. Leave it to our class to find deep trenches of meaning in the simplest of rhymes. I mean, who thought that a wasp drowning in cake batter was a metaphor to our own existence? We all learned so many things, which are important, probably, but the most important thing we've learned is the value of our community. Teachers, counselors, faculty, maintenance staff, and more. Everyone at Cedar Shoals has worked hard to see us succeed. It's so easy to take for granted. We owe most of our success to our teachers. They have to deal with us all the time, during school, after school, even on weekends, to make sure we learn the material. And after that, they have to grade all of our work. Have you ever turned in an essay and then gotten it back a few days later with red pen all over it? Spelling mistake here, needs a better paragraph transition here, etc. Can you imagine how much work a teacher has to do to mark up papers for every student? Teachers who sponsor extracurricular activities devote even more time so we can enrich ourselves with new skills and experiences. In my sophomore year, as part of the QuizJacks academic team, I had the opportunity to travel to Washington, D.C. for a competition. Mr. Richards drove us up there, chaperoned us, arranged our hotel rooms, and ensured that we were in the right places at the right times. He even took us sightseeing to landmarks that I would never have the chance to visit otherwise. That's a lot of verbs right there. And this is only one of the many trips we took while I was part of QuizJacks. How about when we're not at school? Our families take care of us. Every single day of the last 4 years, they made sure we did what we needed to do. They made sure we woke up and went to bed at reasonable times. They made sure we went to school and stayed out of trouble for the most part. They made sure we were happy and healthy, and they made sure we did the work that we needed to do to walk across this stage today. Personally, I owe a lot to my parents for their continuous support and encouragement. I'd also like to thank my sister Serena, who took the earliest morning flight today to be here at our graduation as soon as she finished her final exams. To my mom and dad, and to all of the other parents who are worrying about us, please don't sweat too much. As my dad would say, things tend to work out just fine. Finally, who can forget our friends? We all come from different backgrounds. We all have different stories to tell, and we've all formed priceless bonds. Our friends have been by our side throughout all these years, through ups and downs, highs and lows. Keep in touch, friends. To everyone who's gotten us here today, thank you for your dedication and hard work. As students, our appreciation for you doesn't always show, but I'd like to assure you, on behalf of us all, that it is always there. Let's give them a round of applause. I can't wait to see what you all achieve in the years to come. Thank you all, and again, congratulations to the proud Cedar Shoals class of 2017.
Good evening. I am the very proud principal of Cedar Shoals High School, Deanne Veritek, and it is truly my honor to address the senior class this evening. Boy, class of 2017, congratulations on having completed high school. This is a great achievement, and speaking on behalf of the faculty of Cedar Shoals, we are very proud of you. I'd also like to thank all of you here tonight who have supported these talented young men and women through this journey, because we all know we cannot do it alone. We need one another, encouraging, sometimes pushing, and pulling us along the way. The people in this stadium tonight, and many, many more, have helped you to become the best versions of yourself. So as you enjoy your celebrations this weekend, please remember to thank them for their unfailing support of you. And a few weeks from now, when things begin to slow down, take some time to reflect on your last 18 years. Think about who you are and where you're going next, because your next step is full of promise. But that promise is not guaranteed. It must be earned. It takes hard work and perseverance, and you can't do it alone. So as you enter your colleges, your universities, military branches, and your careers, find mentors and colleagues who reflect your talents, your aspirations, and your goals. Surround yourself with people who will help you be the best version of yourself. And as you make new friends, consider your present ones. Spend your precious time with those who share your values. Surround yourself with people who will help you make good choices and who have the courage to be honest with you when you make bad ones. Work to be the best version of yourself. And finally, don't be afraid to take on new challenges, to test what you're made of. You learn from facing and overcoming obstacles, and often failure is a part of that process. These opportunities to grow are opportunities to be the best version of yourselves. It has truly been an honor serving as your principal this year, and my only disappointment is that I didn't have more time with you. You are bright, creative, and caring young people, and I feel incredible hope for our future, knowing that you will help to define it. All right, here it comes. Cedar Shoals High School Class of 2017, please rise. By the authority vested in me as principal of Cedar Shoals High School, I do hereby certify that the students present have completed their prescribed requirements set forth by the State Board of Education and Clark County School District Board of Education. Dr. Parrish, I respectfully request that their diplomas be released for distribution and all rights granted thereto.
Thank you, Ms. Veritek, and good evening. I'm honored to be a part of your graduation ceremony. I know you take great pride in being members of the Cedar Shoals High School Class of 2017. From this point, as you've already heard, all of you will now go in various directions. All of you have a lifetime of opportunities ahead. You represent a wealth of intelligence, creativeness, and ambition. Please know that we are very proud of you, and we wish you all the best in all that you do going forward. Now, by the authority vested in me by the state of Georgia and the Clark County Board of Education, I declare the class of 2017 graduated and eligible to receive your diplomas and certificates. Class of 2017, you may be seated. Thank you.
Good evening. Graduating singers, please join me on stage. Choir members. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in singing the Cedar Shoals alma mater. The lyrics are printed on the back of your programs.
Against
Thank you. Thank you.
Jeffrey Mon. Charlie Yee. Atia Farah Middleton. Summer Vanessa Dekia Crawford. Ebony LaShawn Mitchell. William Alexander Abarca Ramirez. David Seth Adams. Quanish Lachey Allen. Shaprez N. Allen. Wilson Giovanni Alvarado Goodson. Derek Tyrone Appling. Marcus Carlton Acqui. Jamie Daniela Herrera Palma. Charity Shaniqua Arnold. Caitlin Elizabeth Arquette. Damian J. Batty. Edna Carolyn Bailey. Tyra Caitlin Bailey. Trayvon Nathan Baker. Brandon Christopher Banks. Chastity Armand Banks. Zaria Cachet Barksdale. Jamaris Barnes. Kendrietta L. Barnes. Zachary Lee Barnes, Jr. Alan Jordan Barnett. Eben Abdul Bashiruddin. Genesis Jael Basalto. Kyle Benjamin Beck. Quandarius Deshaun Bell. Miranda Catherine Bella. Devin Deshaun Bond. Kenneth Daniel Brady. Kadeja Brightwell. Adrian Tyquez Brookins. Alexis Sue Browner. Benjamin Jacob Bruner. Danny Marquez Burtz. Evan Michael Carruthers. Silvana De Fatima Castillo Pena. Jerica Lynn Caudell. Rochella L. Cessna. Vanessa Chavez. Jenny Chen. Lauren Chen. Lindsay Chen. Brandon DeQuan Cobbs. Joycelyn Michelle Collins. Bernia Sharkel Cox. Wyatt Montana Cox. Laterica Nicole Crawford. Brandon E. Crawley. Maverick Curtis. Emmanuel Richard Daniel. Christopher Alexander Davenport. Kayla Davenport. Tyreek DeQuan David. Blandon Cornell Dean. Stacy Brianna Santasia Dean. Tyrus Jovan De Cosadas. Naja Deming. Bryant Rashaw Derricott. Tomisha Dorsey. Sarah Elizabeth Douglas. Tyreek Jameer Dunn. Keanu Jadaris Elder. Familia Mary Asan. Mario Joaquin Fabaldaltes. To Maurice Dion Faust. D'Errol DeSera Favors. Anil Amarile Fazal. Anthony Fiesta. Asia Marie Fedek. Octavia Alexis Jamisha Fleming. Philandris Lamar Fleming Jr. Tandarius Deshaun Flint. Aaliyah Danielle Foote. Jeffrey Jaquez Del Foster. Michaela Gabrielle Freeman. Margaret Lee Fry. Rosa Patricia Galdamez. Christina Alicia Gilbert. Akeem Rasul Glenn. Sharon Gonzalez Stefania Gordia. Stephen Fernando Gonzalez. Kajal Aline Isabella Goodwin. Denarius Richard Gresham. Ashley Chantel Griffith. Brianna Odera Griffith. Nicholas Mikhail Hakimi. Georgia Ansley Deanne Hale. Quinn Jarvis Hall. Andre William Hardy Jr. Darius D. Harper. Darian Larique Harris. Trentavious Caleb Harris. Tatiana LaMonica Harris. James Jimmy Hazley Forth. Cameron Carell Hurd. Mia Tatiana Henderson. Shaniqua Lachey Henson. Camry Tiaja Henson. Dorian Renee Hill. Keelan Blake Hill. Destiny Adriana Hitchcock. Jalen Ansley Hitchcock. Alexander McLeod Hobbs. Rachel Elizabeth Hoover.
Shawan Lynn Horn. River Kalia Ayana Howard. Zyquavius L. Xavianda Howard. Chelsea Janea Hudson. Kadeja S. Hudson. Ryan Taylor Huff. Kamaya Nicole Hunter. Abraham Iniestra. Melissa Iniestra Valeras. Robert Xavier Jackson III. Amaze Jabari Jennings. Destiny Lakaya Jennings. Makaira Celicia Jennings. Curtis Johnson. Jada Monica Nicole Johnson. Shakasia Ronne Johnson. Shidasia Lakiria Johnson. Arthur Jones III. Maddie Rose Jones.
Braxton Jaquez Jordan. Lakira Alexis Jordan. Bianca Jessinia Jovel. Jonathan Illyria Jovel. Raquela Nicole Kelly. Shelby Marie Kelly. Aria Capri LaFonsi. Legacy Amira Leslie. Demetrius J. Lett. Contravis Marquez Littlejohn. Jose Carlos Lopez. Demarie Kendarius Lowe. Laquitus Grace Luna. Trelicia Aniqua Lumpkin. Fabian Nikita Mack. Jacqueline Gemalette Magana Mendez. Mario Francisco Magana Pinto. Amaria LaJoyce Martin. Jaime Vladimir Martinez. Moises Martinez. Omar Fernando Martinez. Mallory Elaine Mathis. Yvette Rocio Mazariego. Emily Francis McCurley. Ava Elizabeth Francis McDonald. Evan James McDonald. Miera Lamisha McDonald. Kevin Jasper McAckern. Janasia K. McElroy. Jabari Colbert Patrickson, the Snack Man McIntyre. Christopher Jason Mejia. Elvin Rafael Mejia. Tyler James Miller. Juan Alberto Mondragon. Gary Nicholas Moon. Jermal Octavius Moses. Martavius LaFrederick Muckle. Nicole Francis Nash. Dang Kong Win. Roosevelt J. Nimley. Jonathan T. Oglesby. Justin J. Oglesby. Freddie Daniel Ortiz Martinez. India Ricola Osborne. Amy Shanae Palmer. Daksh Patel. Aquila Shamar Parrish. Michelle Alexandra Perla. Evelyn Vanessa Pinto. Sierra Renee Pittard. John Andrew Pekoski. Isaac Matthias Powell. Tatiana Teray Prather. Rebecca Lynn Presley. Duncan Christopher Price. Hannah Paige Price. Ashley Danielle Quimby. Carlos Gustavo Ramirez Lepe. Miranda Elizabeth Reed. Mary Belin Reyes. Debani F. Reina Lopez. Taikisha Samaya Ryden. Enrique Robbins Jr. Antonio Lamont Roland Jr. Jose Antonio Romero. Lauren Adriana Royal. Kiera Lachey Rucker. Alma Delia Sanchez. Blanca Delia Sanchez. Deontay Marquez Sandoval. Owen Foster Schmidt. Jalea Amara Scott. Brooklyn Kyla Sedlacek. Brittany Tyler Shepstone. Victoria Marie Simpson. Gershavia DeAvion Sims. Nikeria Quintella Lachey Sims. Tyreek Jamal Sims. Stavion LaBrent Marquavius Sims Stevenson. Aaliyah Tiana Smith. Adam Wesley Smith. Ambria Ariel Smith. Ariane Shante Smith. Corey Antoine Smith. Eric Samuel Smith. Jason Smith. Mauricio Smith. Rodney Tyrese Smith. Tyreka Ariana Smith. Detravius Quentin Strickland. Gabriel Sullivan Bruger. Lyndon Sullivan Bruger. Daniel Miguel Takuri. Jose de Jesus Tapia. Chandler Maurice Taylor. Nakia Monet Taylor. Tyquavius Malik Taylor. Ramaya D. Thomas. Ariana Mercedes Thompson. Jacqueline Torres Vences. Janeth Trejo Valdez. Walter Trigueros. James Aaron Vance. Anna Lisbeth Vasquez. Bonnie Raina Waldrop. Uliqua Zamia Walton. Dakayla Lena Watkins. Alexis Ayana Way. Michael Wittenberry. Oriana Brianna Williams. Takias Damonte Williams. Tiana Siobhan Williams. Trey Norris. Tronaya Deshavia Williams. Trey Norris Williams. Macy Taylor Wilson. Morgan Bailey Wilson. Alden Thomas Wynn. Kyla Dolores Woods. Miracle Lynette Woods. Morgan Aaliyah Woot Woot Wooten. Aza Aaliyah Wynn. Nin Nisaba Youngblood. Elizabeth Zarco. Miguel Zarco.
Good evening. My name is Summer Crawford, and I am the president of the class of 2017. Michelle Obama once said, "You have to practice success. Success doesn't just show up. If you aren't practicing success today, you won't wake up in 20 years and be successful because you won't have developed the habits of success, which are small things like finishing what you start and putting a lot of effort into everything you do. After these long, hard 4 years, we finally made it to this point. We're graduating. Yeah. Through all of our tests, all of our trials, and all of our tribulations, it seemed as if this day could not come quick enough. So congrats on making it this far, but this journey is far from over. I hope in the next 20 years of your life that you find success. I hope that in 20 years you understand success and that you are comfortable with your success. No one can tell you what the actual definition of success is because the true definition of success is however you define it. So with that being said, class of 2017, please stand. Y'all ready? All right, please move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations, class of 2017.